Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. Coming in, coming in, coming in, coming in. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I had to think for a while, because I'm usually, let me lower this a little bit. Okay, yeah. I'm usually here on Tuesdays, but today's Wednesday because yesterday I was in Minnesota, Minnesota yesterday. Just go back home. Well, not just go back home yesterday. But hi, everybody coming in. Say hello when you come on. Say hello. Come on in. Let's talk. Very important topic tonight, evening, night, depending on where you are. Very, very important topic. Let's talk immigration. This is Attorney Abisola Ole Samuel, immigration lawyer based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. Got an immigration case. My firm handles that case. We can and we do represent immigration clients regardless of the state you live in. So let's talk immigration. Let's talk immigration. Tell me how your day has been. Leave a comment. Let me know so I can hello friend, how are you? I can tell number of people, but I cannot tell who it is exactly. And so for those of you joining from YouTube, thank you. I was told last time that I had more viewers on YouTube than even Facebook. So I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. And for those who do not know, we're also on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. So please go ahead and look us up on our social media. Follow our page, subscribe, like, share videos. All that is sincerely much, much appreciated. But I wanted to come on this Wednesday evening and talk about, let me pull that up. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section, and I will do the best I can to answer that. We're still in the middle of the storm in the South Alabama, Mississippi from Hurricane Ida. It's better now, but we're still, if you can hear, it's raining. Wanted to come on real quick to talk about why your immigration process is not a DIY project, because it is something that's very important. And it's been coming up a whole lot. Yeah, that's thunder right there. So let's make this quick. So if you need to contact my office, the contact information is scrolling across the screen. That's my name. Number is 334-341-4475. AOS at olelawfirm.com. You can visit the website at olelawfirm.com right there on the screen. But let's talk real quick about why your immigration process is not a DIY project and why it is important for you to have, at the very minimum, an immigration consultation before you embark on your immigration filing process. I've been seeing lately a lot of clients that I take on. Some I have to turn away because I just don't see how the case is going to be salvageable. And I'm not going to take your money just to tell you something I could have told you before you paid me. And which is, please do not because of money believe, or because you believe that you can take care of it yourself, go ahead and do your immigration process yourself. Now, I was on earlier on Instagram and I was talking about the same thing. Because you have, so I don't take anything away from you having a postgraduate degree and being able to figure things out, and you believe that immigration process is just completion of forms, have your evidence, and you send it in. That's okay if that's what you believe. But it's more than that. It's more than I can figure this out myself and I don't need a lawyer. Because what I'm seeing is those who did it, and that's why I said it's not about how educated you are. It's about you being knowledgeable in that field enough to be able to say, I know what to do and know what is expected. Even as a practicing immigration lawyer, I don't know everything. It's an ever-changing field. Something that was told to us 6 months ago, they changed their mind and said the policies were rescinded. So we're back to where we started. It is a constantly evolving field. So Imagine if you are not even in that field and you're trained in that area. So example, my younger brother is a surgeon. He's a general surgeon. I don't think I could have made it through medical school. That's just me. I have the gift of gab, as you can tell. I love to talk. So I know, and my dad said, thank God you found something that you can make money using your mouth. But I know that even though I have a JD equivalent of, a doctorate degree, I know that that is not justification for me to think that what my brother can do as a surgeon, that I can figure it out. Oh, just go to Google and figure it out and I can suture a wound. I cannot. I wasn't trained for that. I can go on Google and get that information. It doesn't mean I'm trained for it. So I can attempt it, but then I get, okay, how do you glue this back? How do you suture things? How long is it going to take to heal? What does the patient need? Those are questions that someone who is trained in his field will be able to answer and figure out. It's the same thing. The fact that you have a doctorate degree in something doesn't mean immigration is just forms. No, it's not. You got to anticipate what issues you may encounter, and that's what a consultation is for. And that's why it's not just the consultation, but having an immigration lawyer on your case, because you get somebody who knows what to expect. They've done it for a while, and they can tell you what supporting documents and what those particular documents help to tell, the story they help to tell, or if you're going to face any potential issues based on the supporting evidence you have. Case in point, I represented someone in the citizenship application. He is a medical doctor. This is you don't get more educated than that. Well, unless you're a lawyer. But I digress. But that's just saying, sidebar. But he's a medical doctor, so obviously he's super smart. He hired my firm, said, listen, I don't have the time to go through citizenship application. Please, not that I can do it myself, I just don't have the time. Hired my firm, started the process. One of the things I do is to go through your documents to see what is missing, what needs to be added, what any potential issues, and found out that one of the supporting documents we're going to need, if he had submitted it just the way it was by himself, because he assumed that, okay, this is all I need to do, just submit it and fine, his application would have been denied. He would have been found to be a person lacking good moral character solely based on that one singular document. And so I was able to tell him, listen, if we submit this way, this is what to anticipate. This is why it will result in this. Not because I'm trying to be a pessimist, but because I have case law to back up the fact that this is how the cases have been decided based on this kind of document. So, and he says, you know what? I'm just glad that you cut that, because I never would have thought about that. He's a medical doctor. It doesn't take away from how smart he is. It's just that it's not his field. And he was smart enough to say, I need somebody who this is what they do to help me. Even though the reason he hired me was not because he said, okay, you can figure it out. It was because he didn't have the time. But even he realized, thank God he didn't have the time, because now I gave it to somebody who does this and they're able to save me. And now he's a citizen, So there are some things that I can understand from the beginning and tell you, this is going to be your problem, that you may not necessarily be able to see because that's not your practice. The same way I can come into a nursing program or a nurse practitioner's office and say, oh yeah, I can figure that out. Because guess what? I ain't going to figure it out. I cannot. That's not my field. I know my lane. I stay in my place. So the time to call, have a consultation, a meeting with an immigration lawyer is not after your CIS has denied your case, or you've sent in the paperwork that was not something you should have sent in, or it was something that could be amended and fixed before you sent it in. But now you've given them access to that paperwork or that evidence that you now have to explain whether it's real, it's authentic, or the origin. You have to now do the explanation when that could have been avoided altogether at the beginning, right? So when people tell me, yeah, it's just completion of forms, I say, okay. Yeah. Then they come back and say, I messed up. I say, okay, too. Like, okay, I ain't going to argue with you. Doesn't mean people haven't done this on their own and gotten approvals. No, many people have done that. But many more people can also be in that situation if they didn't assume. So even if it's not with my firm, please consult with an immigration lawyer before you start your filing process. I don't review documents that people put. I don't review forms that you fill and say, hey, can you help me see if I did everything correctly? No, I do not. I have friends who have packages for that, and I refer those cases out. Because if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to fill the forms and I'm going to be responsible for the information that you provided to me. We'll give it back to review and we both sign. But even if that's what you have to do, where you have somebody, an immigration attorney, not an immigration consultant, immigration lawyer, review your case and tell you, hey, this is what to look out for. This is what we suggest. This is what we recommend, so that you're being proactive and not reactive. Okay? So your immigration process is too important for you to make it a DIY project. It is not. It is your freedom. It is the stability of the people who depend on you. Majority of my immigration clients have derivative beneficiaries. So it is not just about you. It involves, exactly. You've got to do it before. I can't, and that's why I wanted to come on, because I'm seeing it over and over and over again. And some of the cases are things that could have been easily fixed if they had just spoken to an immigration lawyer, even if it's just for the consultation. Now, I do not walk people through, oh, this is how you're going to, consultation is consultation. You ask for questions, I tell you what you need to do, what forms to look for, and all that. Based on consultation, majority of the time, I want to say at least 40% of the time, I don't convert everybody to your client, but at least 40% of the time, people say, you know what? I'm just going to hand this over to you. You take care of it for me, because you know what I cannot figure out, not because I'm not smart enough, but you know exactly what it is that we need to do in this case. And so go ahead and do that. So that's the whole point. It's too important for you to just say, hey, yes. And I get people say, my case is very straightforward to you. Just like my client, medical doctor, thought it was a straightforward case, because that's what he never left the country, haven't traveled, that valid. He hasn't left the country in 5 years, haven't done anything, no crime. But it's beyond that. There's some things that, like his case, a document that would have made him someone who would be lacking a good moral character based on something he did not even think was a big deal. But because this is what I do, I can pick that up and say, hey, that's going to be a big deal. So it's your immigration process is beyond a DIY project, right? It's not a DIY project. It is important. It affects your life, affects your stability in the country, affects the people who depend on you, affects your ability to travel and actually be free. So get it done right the first time. That's what I say. Get it done right the first time. Get an immigration lawyer, consult with somebody and say, hey, I need my questions answered. Get it done right the first time. So just a quick video. I wanted to just come on to let you just talk about that, because it just saddens my heart that this is it's for things that could have been easily avoided. And now we're going to having to explain all of that to immigration. So if you need to contact me, once again, the contact information is scrolling across the screen, 334-341-4475, aos@allalawfirm.com. And you can also visit our website at allalawfirm.com. That case has been pending for 20 months. I have got 3 prima facie letters, no RFE. What can I expect at this point from your case? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to assume your case is still within normal processing time. If you've already checked and it's taking them upwards. So I think they're working on cases they received back in July 2019. So I would anticipate that your case there will be a decision on your case soon. So thank you too. There'll be a decision on your case soon. So, no RFPs could be a good sign. Maybe you send everything in at the beginning, so that should be good. But 20 months is still within the normal processing time that we're seeing right now. So there's really nothing you can do besides just waiting to see if you hear from them. But anyway, thanks to all those who jumped on real quick. I appreciate you guys. But like I said, it doesn't have to be me. But in my firm, we charge $125 for consultation. And it's for 30 minutes. I just started doing $200 for an hour. If you decide to retain my services within 30 days, then you would get that credited towards the total fees as well. So it's a win-win, really. But even if you don't retain my services, you get the information you need. One of the cases that someone who consulted with me in order to respond to a notice of intent to deny just emailed me yesterday, and he left me a review that, thank you so much. That was helpful, guiding me how to respond, and his case was approved. So it's yes. When your person date pass, how long after do you generally hear from? You have to contact them. If your person date, if your priority date has passed, not person date, but priority date has passed based on the processing times, then it's time for you to contact them. But anyway, everybody, thanks to all who jumped on. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, and by the way, please share this video. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram as well as TikTok. I'm also on LinkedIn, but I'm hardly ever there. So all that love is being appreciated and will continue to be appreciated. Thank you to everybody, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.